Hey guys, Outdoor Enthusiast 88 here again with another review for you today, and it's a little bit different review. Actually, normally you'll see me on here talking about some new gear or maybe a new knife, new blade of some type, just kind of talking through, show you guys the specs, the product details, all that good stuff, or maybe a really cool firearm. But today, I'm actually going to talk about a laptop. And it's actually the MacBook Pro 13-inch, but it's the March 2015 edition. Now, the reason why that's different is because the new ones are out, and these 2015s are being replaced by the October 2016 models with some fancy touch bars. They have upgraded specs on them, well, slightly. And what I wanted to do is kind of show you guys why I chose to go with an older model MacBook Pro, because usually the newer ones are the newest and greatest thing, kind of like the new iPhones and all that. But Apple is kind of doing some weird changes. They're trying to push certain things that aren't exactly ready for the market yet. I mean, maybe in a year or two we might be there, but things like the USB-C, things like the first generation of the touch bar for functionality keys, that's stuff that is so new to the market that it's actually more hassle than it's worth to a lot of us. So as a video editor who does a lot of YouTube videos, work with a lot of data, a lot of pictures, really I needed something with a lot more functionality than the new MacBook Pros could offer. And I've actually messed around with the new MacBook Pros. The touch bar is really cool. It has a new kind of functionality to it, adds a little bit different touch capabilities to the MacBook Pro, but in reality, you really have to kind of search on that thing until you get used to it, because every screen you use changes that functionality keys. And the other thing is the keyboard itself on the MacBook Pro is much different than the older ones. It's much less raised, so it kind of feels like you're not typing as good as it used to be. And I'll show you guys this Mac versus the other one and show you the list of comparisons as well. So this one actually, just show you the box here. You can see I already took it out. I've actually been editing and doing some stuff with this MacBook Pro, and I just want to kind of show you guys the box packaging. I already took some stuff out already. You know, simple MacBook Pro packaging. I mean, it hasn't really changed much. The new one's going to be about the same. Here it is right here. Comes with a nice charging cable. And like I said, I've already edited a couple of videos with this. Now, the 2015 edition, you know, it's not that far away. I mean, it's about a year and a half at this point when this came out, and you can see the big difference here is all these extra ports you get. They have the MagSafe power adapter, which now the new ones are 4 USB-Cs, 2 on each side, and that charges the laptop as well. And you can see that HDMI, another USB, so you got 2 USBs. Very important for me, SD slot. Yeah, you have to buy all these different kinds of adapters with the new one, and I just did not want to bother with that. You open it up. Keys. Much more raised up than the new one is. Of course, old functionality. One of the big issues I read about with the 16s is that actually when you're messing around with the function keys, you actually have to search for the volume and tap it, because it's a touch volume now, and a touch sensor for any kind of like volume or brightness. Now, another big thing is the 2015 costs a lot less, and this is a 256 gigabyte SSD. So you have the memory in there if you need it. A lot of stuff's in the cloud now. A lot of stuff, especially for videos, I save, and I'm sure a lot of the YouTubers save all the videos in externals, because there's just so much data floating around. You can't really load it on one machine. So I just have the extra storage on here with the 256. But I got this for under $1,200 on Black Friday off eBay, brand new, after everything. No tax, free shipping, all that good stuff. That's an amazing deal to under $1,200 for this kind of a laptop. I've been looking for a better part of about a year to get a new laptop. I've had a Samsung running Windows for a good 6-7 years now, and it's time to upgrade. And this is night and day with editing. I mean, you can do so much more with the MacBooks. You can actually do a lot more for processing speed. You can upload movies much quicker. You can edit movies and save them much quicker, like a fraction of the time. And you know, pretty much the new one hasn't changed in dimensions that much. It is a little thinner because you lose all these ports. You get these much thinner USB-C ports. But in reality, it's only a little bit lighter, and you can see in the comparison, I mean, the specs are really the same. I mean, they're not that far off. I mean, there's some improvement, but not enough to be worth the, I think it's $17.99 MSRP with a touch bar, and I think it's like $14.99 for the 256. Like this one, the equivalents for the 2016, $14.99 for without a touch bar. Now, so basically on sale, you might get it for $1,400 and maybe $1,600 respectively, right? So with a touch bar, maybe you can get it for $1,600. Without a touch bar, maybe $1,400. But this being under $1,200, that's a steal. Some other things that are different is, you know, really, you see a lot of reviews online, and take a look, but the MacBook Pro 2015, numerous accounts online that I've read can beat out the performance of the 16. Not by a lot, but because just this surprising that you can actually beat it out. It's just something that, you know, you think of the newer one would be much faster, much better, but a lot of people are saying that they compare really closely together. And pretty much, you know, I've already touched base on a lot of things on why we should go with this. I mean, obviously budget-wise, if you want to get a powerful MacBook for video editing, if you have a YouTube channel, if you do a lot of work on a camera, but you don't want to spend the big, you know, thousands of dollars on some of the other ones, try to find an older model. I mean, eBay, Amazon, they all have stockpiles of these going for cheap now. I mean, it might not be as cheap as Black Friday week, but look around. I mean, there's so many of the older models that are still new in the box. Everything is supported by Apple. My wife actually has a MacBook Pro that's from 2010, still supported by Apple. If anything goes wrong with it, they'll help you out. Sometimes it's free help, sometimes it costs a little bit of money if it's hardware related. But that's the cool thing about Apple, is they do support it. I mean, Windows, it's hit and miss with some of these. I mean, obviously MacBooks are really meant for high video editing. I mean, you don't need this if you just want to goof off. You can get a MacBook Air, you can go and get a cheaper Windows computer, but so that's my 2 cents, and just want to kind of show you guys why I chose to buy a last generation MacBook Pro when the new ones are out and selling apparently decent. I mean, they're not making any big records or anything, but just go do the research yourself, and this is coming from a YouTuber to you guys, so that's all I got. Well, hey, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you have any questions at all. I will try to answer them. Like this video, share the video, subscribe to my channel, and have a good one.